The discovery of gunpowder and the invention of the first fireworks was traditionally credited to the Chinese, although India is a likely source. The sound of the first firecrackers, which appeared about 1,000 years ago, was so loud that the Chinese believed the noise would scare away evil spirits. Then almost even an event of birth, weddings, deaths, and coronations or New Year's celebrations became fit occasions for the noisemakers. Fireworks made their way to Europe sometime in the 13th century, probably carried from the east by crusaders. The popularity grew by the 15th century, and they were widely used for religious festivals and public entertainment. The Italians were the first Europeans to manufacture fireworks, and were the undistributed European masters of firework making through the end of the 17th century. Their wares were used all over Europe to mark great occasions. The early settlers brought back their love of fireworks to the New World, where firing off black powder were used to celebrate holidays and impress the natives. Pranksters in the colonies of Rhode Island caused enough problems that in 1731, a ban was established on the mischievous use of fireworks. By the time of the American Revolution, fireworks had played a long part in celebrating important events. It was natural that not only John Adams, but also many of his countrymen should think that fireworks. American spirit of celebration continued to grow, and fireworks became more popular than ever. In the late 18th century, politicians used displays to attract crowds to their speeches. In 1892, a 400-year celebration of Columbus landing on our shores lit the Brooklyn Bridge. Over 1 million people witnessed the event, which was considered the greatest show ever seen in the Western Hemisphere. More recent firework extravaganzas include the 1976 Bicentennial Celebration. In 1983, Brooklyn Bridge Bicentennial, a spectacular display that capped the inaugural day celebrations in Washington, D.C. in January 1997. One of the most memorable events was the celebration of the 100th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty. Unique because it was brought together three of the most famous names of the firework industry: George Zambelli, Zambelli International Incorporated; Felix Grucci, Fireworks by Grucci Incorporated; and Robert Souza, Pyro Spectaculars Incorporated. Fireworks can be seen throughout the year in communities large and small, in ballparks, stadiums, and amusement parks. There's nothing like a firework display to add to spectacular finishing touch. But more than anything else, when you think of fireworks, you think of the 4th of July and celebrations of our nation's independence. Fireworks have been with the Americans since our nation's very beginnings, and now more fireworks are ignited on the 4th of July than any other national celebration in the world.
Swimming in the warmth of the ocean, riding on top of the wave. And it's you and me, it's how we feel. It's true, it's true. Swimming in the love of emotions, riding on top of the world. And it's you and me, it's how we feel. It's true, it's true. And something so real leaves me floating on air. Let love you round and round and round and round and round. Let love pull you round and round, falling deep into your arms. Let love pull you round and round, falling deep into your arms. Let love pull you round and round, falling deep.
better know why. Baby, that's all I got. When we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. Is this the kind of sound that you wanna hear? Is this the kind of vibe that you wanna feel? 'Cause I'm the type of guy that you'll never fear. You could do your thing, then come near. Maybe I'm caught up in the thing that you know I like. See, we can make time, baby, overnight. Or we could make a grand escape, and we can roll high on our break. I'm all about the look that you're giving me. I'm all about the dance moves you're letting free. Well, I'm all about a sweet sounding loving spree. So listen from my melody. Yeah, maybe I'm caught up in the thing that you know I like. See, we can make time, baby, overnight. Or we could make a grand escape, and we can roll high by the way, yeah, yeah, yeah. And when we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. When we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got.
Toughened or
It's
you
the
know.
kind of sound that I wanna hear.
I'm going to tell you my own feelings about the law and what's happened. In the last few years, fireworks, fireworks have gotten stronger. I don't know if you know, but you probably haven't because you're a kid. And probably some in their 20s, maybe not now. But myself, who grew up with fireworks, I have seen the changes the last decade of five. If you go into a store now, there's a 5 minute damn kids. It looks like the real thing. I mean, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't see it on the neighbor, you go out and you go, oh my gosh, that looks like a professional show. Consumer fireworks have gotten so big now that they are very different from how they were 10 years ago with how they are now. When that law was written, it was probably written 15, 20 years ago. And they were trying to outlaw little rockets, firecrackers. Well, these things that are now, I'm surprised that communities are not in arms with local city council people saying, ban this stuff, because it sounds like a war zone out there.
What's the current issue with the legislation that's passed with Hillsborough County regarding fireworks?
Okay, Hillsborough County has not passed its own legislation itself. In fact, it's one of the few counties that have left it untouched. Right now, there's a state law governing the use of fireworks, the use and sale of fireworks. And the way it is that basically things that fly or explode are illegal to be set off, but not illegal to be purchased if you were purchasing them for specific reasons. Signaling purposes for trains, scare away birds, things of that nature. Now, you know, the majority of people do not buy them for that reason. They buy them because it's 4th of July, and they skirt around the law by signing a form that says, I'm going to use them for one of the purposes specified in section 79104 of the statute. That is the statute, 79104, if you want to look it up. Just so you understand that. The only thing that the state allows to be sold legally are ground items, fountains, and sparklers.
Okay.
Firecrackers, bottle rockets, anything basically that leaves the ground is illegal, which would be all tubes, cakes, aerials, rockets, not allowed to be sold. But you've seen on 4th of July night, the sky is full of color because people are, like Galaxy Fireworks is selling them, and people are buying them.
So, the pros and the cons of fireworks. The pros are that they're really pretty, they're nice to look at, they're attention grabbing, and they're really traditional and associated with patriotism for like New Year's Eve, 4th of July, stuff like that. But then the downside, the cons of fireworks, they're dangerous. They can hurt little kids if they don't properly use them. They can hurt adults if they don't know how to properly use them. They cause a lot of noise. They're pretty annoying if you're trying to sleep at night. stuff like that. Another con is that it's pretty bad for the environment. It lets off ash, which is pretty bad. It lets off a lot of smoke, especially these, the legal ones. The fountains, they'll off a lot of smoke when they let them off, and they're honestly really annoying late at night when it's not the 4th of July. Like I found out when my neighbors get annoyed when I let them off until last night at 9:30. So basically, the pros are that they're nice, they're fun to look at, they're patriotic, but the cons are dangerous if you don't know how to use them correctly. They're annoying, and they're pretty bad for the environment if you use a lot of them and don't get the smoke out. So my view on the fireworks debate, if they should be banned, something like that, legally in Hillsborough County at least, you can't legally set off the fireworks that launch in the air unless you're doing it for one of the 5 assigned purposes, like lighting off signaling trains, getting rid of birds, like signal flares, stuff like that. And it's illegal because Hillsborough County has not changed their laws to allow that. So right now the only legal firework is fountains and stuff like that, and you can still legally buy the fireworks. The issue is that only you have to basically lie to them and say, oh yeah, we're not going to use them for this, but you're actually just going to fire them off. And they kind of just turn the other cheek and don't really pay attention to that. And I don't think they should increase it, because if you look at the stats that Galaxy Fireworks has sent me, in the graph I'll put on the video, it's only like 2 or 3 or 4% of all child injuries come from fireworks, while like 70 or something big, ridiculous like that, is from bike accidents. And it's really, while it's still dangerous in the comparison of other accidents, it's not that bad, and it should not be put, a 7-year-old doesn't know how to work a firework, and it should really be put on the adults that are sitting there watching the child try to light a firework in their hand, and then the child gets hurt, they sue, when it's really not the firework company's fault or the child's fault, because they don't know any better. So really what we should do is pass more legislation that actually like fixes the problem, opposed to just kind of ignore it, and have the adults take some responsibility, because while they are dangerous, they aren't dangerous in the right hands. If you know how to light a firework off safely, you'll be fine, but 7-year-olds don't.